Here I have in front of me are two Tonka battery-operated toy tow trucks. This one is from 2010. This one is from 2003. We got the original and then the remake, the newest one. At least to my knowledge, anyway. So the story and how I got these two. So I'll start off with this one. My grandma got this for me at a thrift store back in the summer of 2019. And I was out of state and was visiting my cousins in Virginia. This was the first time I went down there. I was 14 at the time. My grandma got me this and 3 other Tonka vehicles at the thrift store when I was out of state. So these were like a surprise, basically. I used to have a dump truck with these buttons on here, and I'll put that on the screen. Anyway, it was like this. It was from 2003, and it had like the horn phrase or the sound that this has. But long story short, I took it apart to get the metal speaker that it had, and I basically had to snap the base apart or in half to get it apart, and I basically ruined the thing. Of course, nowadays I'd be able to fix that, but back then I would actually ruin stuff to get the parts out of it. Whereas now, if I need a part, if I need it that badly, I can just order it on Amazon. But at the time, I was retarded, and I would take apart stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I did not take apart this one. I obviously can't because the retards at Hasbro, they put these triangle head screws in there. As you can see in the past, I've tried taking it apart. And there's actually like a screw in the battery compartment, like right here, for like that one. And the older Tonka vehicles, they have Phillips head screws. So let's go through the physical differences. So obviously the looks of it. Oh, before we get into that, I got this one from Goodwill, my local Goodwill, last week, and it was $2. But when I went up to the counter, paid for it, it only rang up as $1.23. So that was awesome. As you can see, it's whoever had this left it outside, and it's taken quite a beating. Because look, it's missing part of the frame of the door, and then the pillars or whatever these parts are called on like vehicles. This one's in like mint condition. Whoever had this before me did not use it. It even had batteries in it too that were working. This had batteries in it too that were working, but I replaced them anyway. And this is the UK version. So, yeah. Okay, now let's go to the differences. So you can see the headlights on here are more detailed. It's just the turn signal light that they added on this one. This one, they took that away. So let's look at the bottom of these. It's pretty interesting. So this one is from 2010. It's got 3 AA battery compartment, small plastic green speaker, and it's got 4 LEDs. It's got 2 here, 2 here. This has 2 AA batteries, a big metal speaker. It's like that big. And it's got incandescent lights. It's got 2, one here and one here. So the speaker that this one has in it, it's a speaker basically very similar to this, but this is actually smaller. It probably looks like it's the same size, but it's not. See? The hole's right there, and then look, there's holes right there. You can see the speaker's obviously bigger, the one that's in here. This is smaller, but the speaker is like this style, like it looks like this. One of the old vintage speakers. So when I got this thing, the windshield was up over the cab of the tow truck. So I pushed it back under there, but it didn't want to stay. It stayed, but it still kind of wanted to pop out just a tiny bit. Like it wasn't flush or right up against this cab piece. So as you can see, there's like these tab pieces that are right there. If you can see that. And I had to use my soldering iron to melt them, so that way it keeps it in place, because it's supposed to just snap into place. Because I'm pretty sure it's like that on this one. Or maybe that one's melted, I don't know. And this plastic, this blue is actually supposed to look like this. And this yellow is supposed to be like this yellow color, but it's faded. Now, I think this is actually supposed to be orange, and that's supposed to be like a reddish color. You can see they're slightly different. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. But yeah, this thing is definitely taking a beating. But I'm glad I have it, though, so that's awesome. Alright, so now let's get into the demonstration. So there's 3 buttons on these, but there's only one actual button. It's about that small. It's in the center. But all 3 of these buttons are they're connected. As you can see, they all move. I don't know why they did this design. It's weird. If there's only one button, why make 3 pressable buttons if they're all just connected? It makes no sense. Basic Tonka sounds. There's nothing too special about that. This one, this is like stuck. I don't know why. If you push it down, it gets like kind of stuck sometimes. I don't know why. It looked like it was fine right there, but when you push that down, it feels really weird. It's like it's being pressed, but it's like it sticks. It's just really weird. This one's not like that.
We have a flip over on Route 6. I'm en route. Help is on the way. We're rolling. Tonka, tell Unit 4. On the way. We have a flip over on Route 6. I'm en route.
I also had to replace this incandescent light. The original one was burnt out. This one still worked. However, when I hooked up another light, it made both of the lights dim when I replaced the one. So then I just replaced both of them, and now it's good. It's fine now. They light up like they're supposed to, which is really weird. But yeah. Also, here's a better look on the bottom if you guys didn't get a good look earlier. This is 2003 right there. That's where the Goodwill sticker was. And then there's this one. See the wires right there. And for the heck of it, I'm just going to include this one. I got this one from the same Goodwill I got this one from. I got this back in like April, March. And this is actually one of the ones where you can't open the doors. There is a version of this that's like the tow trucks, that it has opening doors. And there's versions of the 2010 tow truck that looks exactly like this, that has these gray windows. And then there's a version of this with those gray windows, but the tow truck itself is black. in like gray, or it's, yeah, black, and I think it's got like gray back here or something, and the light bars are actually red. And something interesting about this is the front half of this is actually the exact same mold as the dump truck version. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got this one months ago. It wasn't working, had to take it apart. Actually had to break the base on this one. Now the reason I broke this one is because I could not get the screw out. It was stripped. The reason I broke the one on my dump truck one, like back in 2019, was because I wasn't patient and I just tried to rip the thing apart. But this one required some work to try to get it apart anyway. Gave it a new speaker. Its original speaker wasn't working. One of the battery terminals on the inside was rusted, but yeah. However, it works. Also, the version I was talking about, there's a few different versions of the opening doors version of this that has with the see-through like windows and stuff on it. There's a 2009 version that has a big speaker, and then there's the 2010 version. There's this 2010 version, and then there's the 2010, or maybe it's 2012, that has the opening doors and stuff like this. And then there's the 2012 or 11 dump truck version that's yellow, that's redesigned and stuff. Well, not redesigned, but it's the same mold, it's just different colors, and it has like these sounds that this one has. So yeah, that's glue if you're wondering. I don't know why it turns that color. It's weird. But there you guys have it. There's all three of these. These two are called, I think they're called Rescue Force. And I'm not sure what this one's called. It doesn't say Rescue Force on the package. Well, I saw a picture of this online in the box, but yeah, this is the UK version because it says Tonka on the wheels. Alrighty. That is the end of the video.